I'm really excited for the moment when this roof is finally up. I cannot take any more getting rained on.
We couldn't have timed it any better really, to be taking the original roof off of our house and going forward with these renovations. This is, of course, sarcasm. Since arriving in Sri Lanka over 2.5 years ago, the recent rainfalls we've been having in October and November is the most I've seen since being here. So yeah, not ideal.
We really need to get a roof on our house as soon as possible.
And water coming inside.
Which is why we are eagerly awaiting a new roof on our home. Not completely new, I'll explain as we go.
The roof is the major part of this renovation.
So we have no choice.
No choice.
So yeah, it's actually quite the process. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. Oh look there, tiles have. Wow, I'm so happy that's over. Woo! Okay, so today is the first day of us trying to figure out what we're doing with our roof situation. We have a kind of plan, but our plans always seem to change, so we just have to figure out what we're doing today. And by doing that is we're gonna go to one of the wood shops in Unuatuna, and we're gonna price up for the wooden frame for the roof, for the roofing sheets, because that's what we've decided to go with, that are not asbestos basically, because asbestos is everywhere in Sri Lanka and I really don't like it and I don't want to use it. So we're going to try and go for these sheets, which we don't actually know which ones we're getting yet. The tiles that we had on our roof beforehand, I didn't really like them because they're really easy to slip. Like if the monkeys are on the roof or the peacocks, they do move about a bit. The other day we had the carpenters come in and they wrote us this list on a piece of scrap paper of how much we need, like sizes and how many pieces. I think that's what it says. It's all in Sinhala. I don't understand any of it. So we're going to go to the wood shop today and price up and see if we're going to be able to get this started this month. Otherwise we may have to delay it a little bit more time due to financial situations. So yeah, that is the plan for today. So let's go. So after looking at the wood and the sheets earlier at this really professional building warehouse place, we got the quote and it was ridiculously expensive, like to the point where it's not realistic for us. So we're having to change our plans now. Earlier I was feeling really down about it because my idea of taking off the roof and all the wooden beams that had been eaten by termites, I was hoping that we could put a completely new roof on our house, and that's not going to happen because it's just ridiculously expensive and it's completely out of our price range. So new plan is, which I'm actually really excited for now that I've thought about it, is we're gonna reuse the tiles that we've taken off of our house, but make sure that they are put back on properly so that they can't jiggle about and make holes for the rain to come in. And we're gonna get all new wood put up, and we've already treated the house for termites and the soil around, so it's not that the termites are gonna get back into the roof again. I think that's what I'm stressing out about most, is because of how it was, and we've seen the state of the wood coming off of the roof, and it's really scary, and I don't want to go through all of this and then to be in the same position again in a few years' time. We're now getting a quote for a different kind of wood and something that's more affordable, and then we're going to be able to put our tiles back on the roof, which I do really like as well. I just want them done properly. That is the plan. Lahiri's just investigating, they're on the phone now, getting a different price for the wood. I'm feeling a little bit better now. We can now focus on this new plan, which I'm really excited for.
After going backwards and forwards, going through every possibility in our minds, we think we have finally finalised our roofing plan. This is something we don't want to make a mistake with, as it's a major part of the renovations that is going to allow us to proceed with the next steps eventually.
Okay, it has been raining for at least 1 week non-stop here, and we still have no roof on our house. We really need to get a roof on our house as soon as possible.
Good morning everybody, we are super excited. Today is very, very special because it's the day we've been waiting for a very, very long time.
Today, the shoot and go new roof.
Is going to start going up today. So the other day we purchased a whole load of new wood that is termite free. We got that delivered to our house and then we spent the night painting it all, treating it all with the wood preservative thing so that no bugs can get into the wood, which is definitely what we need. And yeah, so that's all ready, and then today the guys are coming and they're going to start putting the wood up. We're not going to be here for it, so I'm really excited to see how it looks when we come back after work, but I've just been up here taking a look at the very open roof and I'm very, very excited. Coggy. So actually day one consisted of the wood that we treated to be cut into the right shapes, which proves that I really don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to roofing. Day two is when it all starts happening. Hello, it's a beautiful day. Well, it hasn't been this morning, it's been raining a lot, but now it's a beautiful day and the guys are here. They are now starting to get the wood up on the roof, and we've also bought a second-hand cupboard / wardrobe thing today, so we're just waiting for that to come. It should be getting delivered any second now. I'm kind of excited to see what kind of state it is in, because from the photos it looks like it's really broken, but it's fine. We can work our magic and have a nice wardrobe. Okay, so the wardrobe has arrived. We actually paid 25,000 rupees for it. I think the starting price was 45,000 and we got him down to 25,000. We weren't actually gonna buy it. Well, we were interested and then we were like, nah. And then, because we wanna make our own, like build our own, we've got an idea for that. But then we also do need one now, and also like a guest wardrobe. So we were like, oh yeah, let's actually get one. And he'd come down to 25,000, so that's pretty awesome. It's kind of broken and you would have thought he would have cleaned it up, but it's okay. So that's my next little project. I don't know whether to keep it as wood or to paint it like what we did with our desk when we refurbed the desk, because I really like the green colour, so maybe I'll do that today. But the first job for that is cleaning it. It needs a really good clean up. This is disgusting. Alright, so I've cleaned it up. We've also sprayed it with like wood preservative so the bugs aren't living in the wood. I've taken out all the insides, like the shelves, the drawers, the clothing rail thing. And now, yeah, not too sure what to do from here. I don't know whether to try and sand it down and see what the actual colour of the wood is like, or do I paint it? I don't know. What do you think we should do? Okay, we're gonna try and sand it down.
Let's go.
That's not gonna work, Ru. It's gonna take ages as well. Okay, we've come to the decision. We're just gonna paint it because it's cheap, it's kind of broken, and it's not like we didn't buy it to be the most amazing piece of furniture ever, but we still want it to look decent, you know? So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go with our original plan and we're just gonna paint it. And I really like the green color, so we painted the outside of our house green, our desk refurb is green, and now this is gonna be green. I just really like green. So yeah, I think that's gonna look a lot better. And I do really like the idea of sanding it down and having nice wood, but it's just gonna take way too long. We don't have the time or the patience. We've got so many other projects going on at the moment. So painting is like a quick and easy fix. It seems to be taking a lot longer to get the roofing beams on the roof than I originally thought, but I guess it's like a really delicate, slow process because you have to make sure all the wood is in the right places and all the measurements are correct
before you start adding on more wood and adding the tiles. So yeah, it's actually quite the process. I definitely can't help with this kind of work, which is why I have my own project today, which is the wardrobe. Marky, that's not your box. It's the drawer for my cupboard. Alright, so what I've decided to do, I'm going to go with the rice paddy green paint that we painted for the outside of our house and for the desk. And I think that will look really nice on the outside of the wardrobe. And then I've changed my plan. I was just going to paint it all green, or maybe the inside white, but actually we don't have any white paint. I've just lost my other paint that I was going to talk about. So the other day, well actually not the other day, it was like months ago, this colour. Oh, it's really heavy because we haven't used it. We bought this fog grey paint instead of the lavender grey paint which we were using on our shutters. We really like this colour grey that we've used for many things throughout the house. So we bought the fog grey because the lavender grey was out of stock in the hardware shop that we went to. Anyway, thinking that we would like the fog grey, we didn't like it at all, so we haven't used it. And we can't get our money back on it because it's opened. So I thought instead I'm going to use that on the inside of the wardrobe because I really don't like this wood colour. I don't know why, it's just something about this colour I don't like at all. If it's going to be something that's wood, it has to be a light wood. I just really don't like the dark wood. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to paint the inside grey and the outside green. And I really hope it's going to look good. I have done some research on Pinterest and everything on there looks amazing. So I really hope that this turns out amazing too.
I'm clean roof tile.
Yeah, so after having many discussions, we finally decided that we're going to reuse the tiles that we took off of our old roof. We're going to clean them up and we're going to put them back on the roof. They're perfectly fine, the tiles. We just want to make sure they're put back on properly so they don't let any leaks in, because that was the problem we were having before. So yeah, now we have the task of cleaning over 1,000 tiles. So we better get to it really. Alright, so I finished the first and kind of second coat of paint on this wardrobe. When I first started painting, I was like, what am I doing? I think this is going to be horrible. But actually, now that I'm getting into it and the paint is sticking onto the wood, I think it's going to look really good. In an ideal world, if I had time and more patience and I wasn't so hungry, then I would have sanded it down so the paint stuck a lot easier. But it's okay, it's fine, it's all good. And it's a bit annoying because the paint I think is a little bit expired, but it's fine, it seems to be working kind of okay. So let's see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it for a little bit to dry in the sun. We've got a really good day, but I'm hoping that the rain doesn't come in. And then later I'm going to get the roller out and I'm going to start the third coat of paint.
Cleaning over 1,000 tiles and getting them ready to go up on our roof was not something we've really had much time for, and at the same time as juggling our other projects and a full-time job, we thought we'd leave this to the helpers.
So I think where we were earlier, we got way more rain than we have had at our house. So luckily my wardrobe has lasted. The paint is still on there, it has dried. So once I've had some lunch, I'm going to go over this with a roller. But unfortunately, all my laundry I did this morning and that I hung out to dry is now definitely not dry, and it's also been blown it's been blown off the wall and is lying in a puddle of mud. So it's going to have to be washed for the third time, I think. Good morning everyone, it's just me today and the dogs because Lahiri has gone off to work. So last night it actually started to rain a lot, so we ended up moving it inside, which was quite a bit of a challenge, but we got there in the end. And I just worked late into the night
painting the first coat on the inside and on the shelves and doing another coat on the outside. Originally I wanted to do like a roller thing, but we couldn't find the handle for our mini roller, so I just ended up doing brush on the rest of it, which takes ages, but it's fine. And yeah, today I'm just going to finish it off by doing a second coat of paint. Well, I actually thought we were going to see some real progress today. However, it's monsoon season still here in Sri Lanka. We're almost at the end, but unfortunately the workers only worked a couple of hours and the rain just doesn't stop. But they've done 4 pieces of wood today. It's something, or maybe more, I don't know. It's looking really good, but I just want it to be done now. I'm so tired of not having a roof. It's like really adding to my stress, but it's okay, all in due time. I'm really, really excited to have this roof, and then we can start everything else. You know, the roof is the major part of this renovation, and without the roof, we can't continue to do anything else. So we need to get this done so that we can continue doing our bedroom and the kitchen and then this like middle area. Oh, there's so much to do, but the rain is just never ending. So I have finished the wardrobe. It's definitely not perfect, but that's okay. I wasn't looking for perfect. I was looking for something that did the job. So I've gone for the green on the doors, and then inside is this grey colour that has this weird pink tinge to it, which I don't actually like because I really don't like the colour pink, but it's okay. It actually works and it makes it brighter inside, and that's what I want. And yeah, I think it looks good. It looks way better than it did before. I've just finished putting some of our belongings into the wardrobe and it looks really cute. I really like it. I'm really happy. It's a big stress reliever to start organising. However, I've had to stop because there are some rather large 8-legged friends in there, which I'd rather not be near to. Today the rain has stopped. We have glorious sunshine. We've just come back to our house on our break to feed the dogs and everything and see the progress in the roof. It's so exciting. I literally just opened the door, the divining door, and I just got the biggest smile on my face because it's really amazing to see the wood up on the roof. Wow, look at that.
More time, 300 time.
So I actually think I've struggled with this whole renovation a lot more mentally than I was actually letting on to myself. Be grateful for that roof over your head, guys. There are so many people in the world that don't have one. So we are extremely fortunate today that we have a roof back on our house. It's not completely new like we originally had planned. We have actually reused all of the old tiles that came off of our roof, and we've had to buy some other secondhand tiles to put on it as well. I don't know where the other ones went. It's kind of like 100 odd went missing or something, but all the wood frames, everything is new. So no more termites. It feels so good. And yeah, we're so happy, we're so relieved that the roof is finally back on and that we can live in a dry home. And so this is how our house is gonna stay for a while. We are gonna work on some other smaller projects, and we're also gonna reflect back on how crazy the last few months have been, because it's been a roller coaster of a ride, honestly guys. It's been very, very stressful and it's been amazing at the same time. But yeah, I was not anticipating this amount of stress coming from this renovations, because of the weather, because of money, because of time, just everything. But I'm really, really happy. I'm so glad now that the roof is on and we can look forward to the next steps, because I feel like from now it's gonna be way more fun and we can do a lot of it ourselves. We don't have to get the professionals in, because there was no way that we were gonna go up onto the roof and do all of this ourselves. It's way too much work. And Coggy's really enjoying it. Coggy! Coggy loves it. What are you doing?
Look lightning.
Oh, look there. Tiles have. I am so, so happy it's finally done.